push. Believe that. Yeah, I'm steady chasing paper, praying for them better days. I work my 9 to 5, yet still take time to pay.
Guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do a little bit of a cereal mukbang. Saida has...
I'm not eating cereal, but I have some Sun Chips.
So we're eating...
And I have some chicken and rice and vegetables because it's what I wanted. And I put some chili oil on it so it's nice and spicy. Nice.
Yum. So we're just going to chit chat, do a little mook. Do a little mook.
Before we get too deep, look at our sweaters. Yeah.
You can find our merch in the description box below. There's a couple different colors. Some of the stuff, you know, we're still new, but it's we got you. So check it out. I love peanut butter cereal.
I haven't actually ate cereal in a long time. I keep thinking about it though. It's on my list.
So what do you think about that the Will Smith drama going on?
I think it's hilarious. First, so I didn't watch the full August video, but I've seen clips of it because it's been everywhere. Now, I feel as though he's in a place in his life where he just needed to get things up. He just needed to get things off his chest, just let it out. He's at a moment like, you know, I ain't got nothing to hide. This is who I am. Cool. Now, should he have gave warning
to the other parties
and considered maybe her whole ordeal
and her marriage?
Not that Jada and Will haven't made it clear that they're in a partnership, that the regular guidelines of marriage don't apply to them. But that is their personal business and it shouldn't have been said. Now, did you saw the red table?
Yeah.
Will's face.
Well,
I think it was more like it's different. You don't always see the woman in that role that's being portrayed, but honestly, they weren't together. Just because we didn't know what was going on in their personal life, because it is their personal life.
Yeah. We
just see like, oh my God, that's Jada and Will, and she was cheating, whatever. But what really happened is they weren't even together. They were done, you know?
Well, he said in that interview, I was done with you.
Yeah, like he was over it.
And
they
I don't
were
care.
over it.
And then
he didn't care what was going on.
But I think the reason why Will reacted in that way is because what she called it, an entanglement, and reducing what it was, and she didn't really say it. He wanted her to say it out loud and give it foundation, you know?
Let's call it what it was. But then she did. She said it was a relationship. But I think for me, it seemed like it was more like he doesn't even want to have to discuss it. Like, we only have to discuss it because it's gotten to this point. But, like, that was something that happened between the two of us, the three of us, years ago. That was between us. That if you know them, that's not something that they put out into the public.
True.
And you know that, and if you had that love for her and that family, you wouldn't have done that because you know that that's not how they live. Like, they tell us what they tell us, but some things should be kept to yourself.
Exactly.
And I think that's what they felt about it. Especially if it ended with them two not even speaking to each other since how many years ago, and then now you're talking about it. Like,
yeah, like, relax, calm down.
Calm down, okay.
But I understand he had to get it off his chest, but he should have let both parties involved know.
He's only doing it because he got an album coming out. That's what they all do. But I will say, every interview I've seen him in, that's just how he is. He just gets it off his chest. But you're only doing it now
Yeah.
Because of that, and he should have gave her the courtesy call, or
Yeah, for sure.
made sure it was okay.
For sure.
Not getting blindsided by that stuff's all over. Like, what?
Exactly. It's too much.
And that you guys still haven't spoken to each other since the interviews, you know?
Because he probably really loved her, and that's not.
But if he loved her and you're going to put her on blast like that, there is a conversation that should be had, and that's out of respect.
Yeah, true.
Especially if there's a whole...
I'm with you. I ain't got
there's a whole family involved, you know? You're not just...
That was the whole family.
You're not just talking about her, like that's her, then you're involving him, and you know,
and
they got
their
kids.
children.
You're doing a lot. If you're going to be a side piece... That wasn't even a side piece, but you were, because they weren't leaving each other in real life. Be a side piece.
And they were still married.
Yeah, they were just separated.
And so I think that's why she called it entanglement, because how could she have it in a relationship when she's still married to someone else? Mm-hmm. So I think that she reduced... It wasn't that she reduced it to that. But
she was looking for something at the time.
They both knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
They both know what it was, and it is what it is.
I think it was probably she knew... She was in a place where she just needed love because of what was going on with her and Will. And he was there, and I think he came from it at a different thing. She just needed something for that moment. I don't think it was at its invested.
Yeah.
As he was in it.
True.
You know, because obviously not. If the whole reason their thing stopped is because she needed to figure out where her and Will were.
Yeah.
So you were, you know, he was just more invested in it than she was, and that hurts, I'm sure. But
that comes with dealing with someone who's still in a situation with someone else.
Yeah, like it's not
Finalized.
finalized.
If it's a complicated situation, why are you with that person? They have not even closed the chapter of their past, and they're trying to start that future with you when they haven't even closed that out. There's going to be complications. People need to take the time to release, to come back to yourself and find that balance again. Then you go out, and when you're ready to give yourself to someone else again, then you go. You can't be damaged trying to find love, and it's just too much. You risk hurting someone else's heart. And that's not fair to them. So so many people do that. It's very interesting. So have you guys watched the...
Chips are my favorite thing in the world.
They are, no. She knows every chip. She's tried every chip.
Not every, but I'm working on it. What do you think about what?
Oh, I was going to talk about that show we were watching.
I'm trying to watch a lot of shows.
The EPSTEIN.
We can talk about it.
Let's talk about them. Shoot.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've got through the whole thing or not, but
I don't want to sound victim shaming in the way I perceive some of it. Yes, he was wrong. He was doing a lot. He was. So, some of the women, though, like even the young girls, and I know everyone's like, they're young, they don't know how to make proper decisions. I was that age. You know, if someone comes to tell me, hey, you want to make some money? We just got to go massage these old guys. Like, if I am okay with that, I'm not going to be surprised if I get there and I rub on the old man's shoulders and then he decides to turn over and do whatever, you know, something, you know?
I do understand.
That is a position that I put myself in. Not saying that he is right in any way for doing that to minors, 14. You know, they were young, so I understand that. But some of them, like, I feel like some of them cried victim after they reaped, not the young ones, but some more leading to the ones that are, like, were 18, 19, in their 20s, who were actually like reaping benefits of the relationship with Epstein. Like some of them were like, well, he started doing this and I was real uncomfortable, and I was just like, but the opportunity is just so great. You made a decision just then to do that. So to me, don't cry victim now when you made the decision to deal with it. That was your decision. Nobody forced you. Every woman on there that was with him going to his island and everything, when they decided that they were like, oh, this is too much for me, I'm
going to have to exclude the children out
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
not
situation.
talking about the children. I'm talking about the older
all
ones.
the younger
but no,
girls...
he let them leave. He never held anyone captive. I'm talking about the older ones, not the minors. He was wrong for that. There's no, I mean, but still, you knew
about that.
But still,
they shouldn't have went. They shouldn't have went to the house.
But I'm talking about the older ones, like, you know, you participated. Like, no, he didn't force you to stay there. I know there's like the scare tactic of he's so rich and he can do this and all of this. She wasn't just
giving me $200.
But that was in the beginning. Like, just because he sent me to school, all of this, you know, and you think you're scared because he's so powerful. But everyone that wanted to leave and left, all he did was he like gave a threat.
Yeah.
But then he left.
It's just like the pimp hole mentality, though. That's a whole pimp hole mentality.
Like,
it's a mental thing, right? A lot of these girls, they get into it and then they choose certain type of women. That they feel are easy to manipulate.
That's what the girlfriend was doing. What is her name?
Exactly. They were choosing these girls in these certain low socioeconomic environments that don't understand. Though. Yeah, but like the one girl that was with him for a long time and wanted to. And just thought that they were going to invest in her life and blah, blah, blah. But then they were talking about going to these parties. Like, he'll give them this one little grand moment. And then they'll have to do all of this stuff for this one little moment. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why aren't you asking for more? You're adults. That's how I look at it. Like, if you're going to be in that type of situation... and he has money like that, and you're going to agree to do it, at least get something out of it besides a show, going to a show with celebrities. Yeah. You're not going to, you're like, come on. And these are all adults, and some people are in certain different, you know, demographics where they do not have the mindset that maybe someone of, you know, we haven't had that. So I get that. And mental health things, I understand, but it's just a complicated situation. I don't fully agree with any of it, but people make their own decisions in the end. No one can force you to do anything, in my opinion. Even if I'm scared, Like, admit that you're scared to say something, which you shouldn't be, and you feel threatened. I get it. But you still have the opportunity to make your own decision, like walking out of the house. Mm-hmm. When you walked in there and you realized what it was, or you felt uncomfortable in any way, you should turn around and walk away. And that's for the young women and the young. I'm not saying every time you can do that. There are situations. Yes, where you get into yourself and you can't just get out. You can't just get out. But I'm saying, like, for all of those ones, all of their stories, and they were never forced to do it or stay there. He'd say, well, you're going to do this for him. Yeah. If you didn't want to do it, it's not like he forced you to do it. For the older ones. Because he didn't beat any of them. For the older ones. Yes. Let me clarify. The young girls. About the young, early 20s, 18 and up. Now, all the ones that were younger than that, he was wrong. They were all wrong. But you know, these men's is gross. And that girlfriend of his, she wrong too, because she got a lot of them young girls. And you know it because they felt comfortable with a strong woman. who they.
Well, they're like it's a woman, and other young women feel like, well, this woman's not going to guide me wrong. She's trying to help me. She's older. She's trying to like put me on and help me out. So she was wrong, and now she's trying to do like a tell-all, and she's gonna name names. Now, if she does that, a lot of people's lives are gonna be ruined. But I feel like she's only gonna do it for like a type of immunity because she helped a lot of that, and I don't think she deserves that because just because you decide that now you want to help and tell all these names, like no, you're trying to act like you're not guilty, but a lot of them wouldn't have made it there if it wasn't for her.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
That's a real touchy subject. But I hope everybody gets what they deserve.
That's how they do when it comes to like jail stuff. They always be like, well, if you tell them this person, and this person, then we'll act like you ain't do nothing or you get a lesser thing. No. You were still involved and you were just as guilty as you were when we told you were. That's why you're trying to tell us now. Like, no. That shouldn't be a thing.
So what kind of cereal do you guys like? I love some cereal. You know what my favorite cereal right now is? The Honey Nut Cheerios Oats, the new brand, the cinnamon one. Oh, and the honey oat. It's my favorite cereal.
My favorite cereal is Honey O's.
Honey O's.
It is like a graham cracker cereal, and it is my favorite. I don't like eat cereal all the time, but that cereal, oh my gosh. Like, when I buy it, it's mine.
Like, no one can touch it.
Like, don't touch my cereal. And plus, the boxes, it's like the little box. So I'm like, no, don't touch my cereal.
Yeah.
It's for me. If you want some, let me know, and I'll get 2 boxes. You guys can eat that one.
Exactly. Because that's mine. I love it.
Go.
EPSTEIN.
Oh. But, yeah, I mean, do you think he really committed suicide in jail?
I don't know.
Because, like, they said
he's so rich. Like, he could
They said that a few days before he committed suicide, he transferred all his money to some bank somewhere. But they were trying to say it was so the victims couldn't get restitution.
Yes, exactly.
Which the younger ones deserved it.
Yeah.
Some of the older ones. Anyways.
Just saying.
I don't want to look like a victim shamer, but you know,
you should have asked for more up front.
Sometimes victim is a strong word, but that's just, you know, not in every situation.
Yeah, it depends.
Some of those are questionable. 4 years.
And you bring in other girls.
4 years, you traveling all over the place. He just wants you to rub on him every now and again. Sounds like a good deal. I'm just kidding.
Shit.
Man, that man was shicey though. Epstein got a teaching job. Didn't even graduate college. Got into this other business, didn't even have the degree to get in it. Found out they still let him stay there.
Yep, because he's so good.
And then you know he was getting down with that billionaire man. He said, "Hey, old sugar daddy."
He said, "Bing, bing."
He definitely got him for his money though, but that was definitely his little plaything.
Oh well. Look, someone's gotta do.
He became a billionaire scamming people.
Other people fell for it. I mean, it's not that it's a...
Well, the thing is, like, they fell for it, and then a lot of them found out, and then they still went with it anyways. Like, we just stopped communication. Like, yeah, but you're still letting this person who you know does not have these credentials just be out here doing the most and not, like, letting it be
That's how it gets overlooked in the corporate world. Trust.
I know. I believe it.
Oh. Ew.
You're welcome. I'm just kidding. Excuse me. I'm a lady.
Sometimes.
I'm a lady all the time, but you know what? My body makes the same functions that yours does. Yours does. I don't know how to talk, but you know. Well, so this is gonna be short and sweet,
right? Because I'm done with my cereal.
My mouth is hot,
and this light is hot, man. And it's Friday.
You guys want to see my new things I got for my birthday? My birthday was July 6th. You know, hey,
she's turned 29.
Oh, we ain't have to do all that. Just kidding. I'm still popping.
29.
Still popping. But look what I got. Look at that. I know my fingers are chunky. It's okay.
Oh, wait. You got a little...
Excuse. Look at this. Oh, yeah. And my mom and my sister got me this bracelet with these charms because they love me. It was so great. I just had to show it off to everybody.
Show it off. I hope you look at her. Don't forget to get
my hair is ratchet.
Some SMALLSTaLK merch. We're gonna go ahead and end this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Peace.